The OWASP Application Security Verification Standard is a structured collection of security requirements. It describes what kinds of controls might be expected in an application depending on its risk profile. Importantly, ASVS does not tell teams exactly how to build an application. Instead, it provides a reference for discussing what security properties an application should demonstrate. Early on, learners often encounter ASVS as a checklist. That's a reasonable entry point. A checklist makes an abstract topic concrete. It gives structure to questions like, do we authenticate users correctly? Are access controls enforced consistently? Is sensitive data handled appropriately? At this stage, ASVS helps translate security concepts into verifiable requirements. As you spend more time with the standard, its role tends to expand. ASVS is frequently used by more than just developers. Security teams may reference it when reviewing designs. Auditors may use it to frame assurance questions. Risk or procurement teams may rely on it when evaluating third-party applications. Another concept that becomes clearer over time is that ASVS is not limited to identifying vulnerabilities. While it includes requirements that address known classes of weaknesses, much of the standard focuses on design-level considerations. For example, it raises questions about how authentication decisions are made, where authorization is enforced, how trust boundaries are defined, and how data moves through a system. It's also useful to understand how ASVS relates to other OWASP standards. OWASP maintains a separate framework for mobile applications, known as the Mobile Application Security Verification Standard, or MASVS. The separation reflects differences in platform-specific risks, such as device storage, operating system protections, and application distribution models. At the same time, web and mobile applications often interact with the same backend services, APIs, and identity systems. Because of this shared architecture, organizations frequently review ASVS and MASVS together. Doing so helps ensure that assumptions made at different layers of the system are consistent, even when the user interface or platform changes. As application environments grow, another practical consideration emerges: evidence. Evidence can include design documentation, test results, or records of remediation. Initially, this material is often gathered in response to specific requests. Over time, many teams adopt approaches where evidence is recorded as part of regular development and security workflows. In that model, ASVS becomes a way to organize and reference existing information rather than a trigger to create documentation retroactively. Finally, at larger scales, ASVS intersects with operational and governance questions. When multiple applications, teams, and versions of the standard are involved, maintaining context becomes important. Questions about scope, ownership, and historical decisions naturally arise. ASVS does not resolve these questions on its own, but it provides a stable reference that helps teams revisit past assessments and understand how decisions were made.